Well, there you go, Nick. NetLogger's finally not giving me fits, and I found my glasses, so I'll be able to read the screen too. So, happy, joy, joy. With that, this is KD80PC. I am clear until pre-show.
Well, if we get the girl back, and we get a visit from Larry the Chicken on Sunday night, we can have the whole team back together.
Well, I would love to make that work. You might have to give me a call and give me some details on that later. Hi. All right, man. I'm going to grab a beverage and run down the hall. I'll be back. KD80PC, clear for now.
See you in 7 or 8 minutes or something. Any early birds want to get on the list, or anyone up for a quick 2-minute QSO? This is KD, this is LG, I'm listening.
Well, since nobody's going to jump in there, I was thinking about going. I'm at the office getting on my computer here. I was thinking about going back there and getting some of the vodka out of the freezer, but then I looked out back and there's a Tulsa police sitting out in the parking lot. So I thought, I better not do that.
I'd like to think they have bigger things to worry about than, an able-bodied adult grabbing a bottle. But hey, best not to poke the bear, I guess. Poke the bear, get it?
What I love is when I see them around here in Tulsa. I'm sure they do it other places too, but you'll see 5 or 6 cops harassing one homeless person. I thought, man, that's where my tax dollars are going.
Well, there just aren't that many donut shops anymore, Kelly.
Well, I guess it is 8:24. I thought, I'm just looking at the clock wrong. I thought you had like 2 minutes left. You still got 6 minutes. We'll give it a quiet here. Maybe somebody will check in. I want to go on pre-show.
Double.
I keep hitting the space bar there. I can give it a quiet here, so maybe somebody will check in.
Well, Kelly, yeah, I got a little over 4 minutes till the net starts, but my bladder doesn't. I'll be back at the bottom of the hour here, everybody, and we'll see if the girl announces us tonight or not. It's KD8 SLG. I'll be clear until net. Uncle Fred, I got you.
KF580E, W8HRF. Nick, you were, I'm pretty sure I heard that was you, but you were mostly static. Just letting you know, W8HRF. All right, Nick, I didn't catch much of that other than, I think I heard you say Echolink, but I'm sure you'll have it worked out before the net. So, W8HRF, standing by for the net.
Oh, what did I miss? KD8SLG.
Hey, Nick. How's it going? I think I just heard Nickelodeon trying to check in on our F, so I was letting them know he was kind of scratchy. Hope you're doing well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, Nickelodeon and I talked earlier today, and I was the scratchy one. It happens. Various conditions today. I think I was picking up another repeater on 14739. When I was out driving around today, I was getting lots of static and weird things that I don't think were supposed to be there. I was having a conversation with somebody in between it, so. All right, man. Well, we got less than a minute now, so everyone please stand by. We'll see if the girl's back from vacay. KD8SLG.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST. I almost keyed up over her, by the way. I was impatient. Calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're here every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-in start a half hour. That's me right now. I'm going to line them up, and Dustin's going to knock them down at the top of the hour. That's the way it works. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. And I'll be the host for the pre-show tonight. So, yeah, that's the way it works. I'll take a couple rounds of check-ins, add them to the people I've already harvested, and then we'll go through that list, see who's going to stick around for the big show and play trivia with Josh and Lucy tonight. Before we start taking any check-ins, let's check in with tonight's Beacon Net crew, what I like to call the Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. How's your radio working tonight, Dustin? Are you ready to light up the nighttime airwaves?
All right. right, if we're on the right VFO here, KD8SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show, this is KD8EPC. Nick, I'm here. I think I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm tuning up the strings and plugging in the amp and getting all that good stuff ready to go. So we'll be ready to rock and roll at the top of the hour. So with that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, man. You're coming in loud and clear tonight. Next on the list, we've got me. All right, we don't want to read that one. Let's see if Nick at Night's out there. KE8QKO, KD8SLG. Hey, Nick.
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Hey, Nick. Yes, sir, I'm out here, standing by for the start of the net. Just enjoying a good Wednesday. Celebrating my birthday. My wife and son brought me home a couple of gifts today, which is awesome. And, yeah, that's where I'm at. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, sir. KE8QKO.
I'm terrible with birthdays, man. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. Happy name day, as they said in Game of Thrones. Awesome, man. Well, everyone tonight will wish you a happy birthday, so you should stick around. Good to hear you, Nick. Gonna clear with KE8QKO. Let's punch in with Josh and Lucy. W8HRF, KD8SLG. Hey, Josh.
KD8SLG, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick, and all the Beacon Netizens. Happy birthday, Nick at Night. Hope you're doing well. Got your birthday going in the calendar here. I need to start like a birthdays calendar rather than just mixing it in with all the other ones. All the other calendar events we have. Just got back for the gym. I'm going to run upstairs, take a shower, but I'll be back in time for reading the main trivia questions. So there you go. Lucy's got alt tonight. So throw it back to you, sir. Talk to you at the top of the hour. Or I'll talk to Dustin at the top of the hour. KD8SLG, W8HRF.
All right, Josh. You go rinse it off. And we'll be ready for you at the top of the hour. Gonna clear W8HRF, and let's talk to Miss Lucy, KE8YUK. How are you? I haven't heard you on the radio much lately. I miss you.
KD8SLG, KE8YUK. Tell you what, having kids really puts a what's the word? Well, there's no radio in the car, but I'm saying I don't sit around on the radio because I'm being followed all the time. Josh is going to put the radio in the bus, and then I should be, mobile again, and mobile and on the radio again. So it'll be nice to have that back. For now, we got to put wheels on the bus. That was not on purpose. Anyway, I have alt, and it's good to be back. Yeah, it'll be nice to be back on the airwaves regularly. Back to you. KE8YK to KD8SLG. Oh, happy birthday, Nick at Night. I forgot.
Oh, the wheels on the bus go round and round, don't they? Yeah. You guys' net last week was awesome. That was a good time. Got you set up for alt trivia tonight, Lucy. We're going to clear with KE8YUK. We got one more to check in with. KE8VZA, KD8SLG. Eric, are you out there tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA here. Oh, yeah, I'm way out there. I have hit the proverbial brick wall. I'm going to call it a day, so this will be my in and out check-in, and I really want to hang around, but I know it's just not going to work. Anyway, have a great net. It's good to hear you guys, and happy birthday, Nick at Night, and KE8VZA, back to you, Nick.
Eric, I got to tell you, it's been a day. Get some rest, man. We'll talk to you next time. And we'll have fun without you. We're going to clear with KE8VZA. That wraps up the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let me tell you who I got so far, who I've harvested, if you will. WB4AIZ Chuck down in Florida was in and out, and he's very happy that the announcement girl is back. KC0LRM Kelly out in Tulsa tonight, I believe. KF5ADE Nick from Cibolo, Texas, but he's in Ohio. K5CFY, our favorite NCO from the Board and Breaker Net. KA8MNT Tom was in and out. Thanks, Tom, if you're still listening. We got KE8QFT Uncle Fred. AB8MO, that would be Andy. N8YMY, John, the early morning guy. And N5KBD, Pete, I put you on the list. So there. All right, who else is out there? 88SLG taking early checking for the Beaconette. I'm listening.
N5 LKR, November 5, Lima Kilo Romeo, Ken, Moody, Texas. In and out.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
November 9, Kilo India Whiskey, N9 KIW.
On a handheld, American Airlines.
KDN SLG, WA8KOC. 5 Kilo Charlie Bravo, Kent, Waco, Texas.
All right, let me grab it right there. Tell you who I got. I got N5LKR, Ken out in Texas, was in and out. Thanks, man. And K6KJV Rev Kev. I didn't see you sneak on the list there, man. I'm having trouble multitasking tonight, to be honest. Got you on the list. Thanks, Kevin. N9KIW Chip, you're in there. I believe that was KI5DAY saying something about American Airlines. I recognize the voice, but I'll make sure in a second. And then we had WA8KOC, and then I had Kilo Charlie Bravo from Waco. I missed your prefix. Kilo Charlie Bravo, can you come back with your prefix for me, please?
This is WD5 Kilo Charlie Bravo, Whiskey Delta 5 Kilo Charlie Bravo.
Kent, I got you that time. Thank you very much, sir. And KI5DAY, was that you out there representing American Airlines, Alan? And if it wasn't, who was it?
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee. I switched over to Echolink. I was on a handheld with a little antenna on it, and I was picking up some kind of interference. I don't know if it was from the net itself or from something local here with other radios, but can you copy me?
There we go, man. Yeah, I was hearing you fine, Alan. Go ahead. KI5DAY, looks like you dropped off. We'll try one more time. KI5DAY, you sounded fine on Echolink. Come on back.
Hey, Nick, yeah, I keep hearing some interference. I don't know if it's coming from some node out there that's a rogue node or whatever. I'm on my phone on Echolink, Echo Stink, and yeah, that right there, that's coming in over the top of me. Whatever that is, it's really annoying, but could be something out here. KI5DAY back in it.
Yeah, I heard that time too, and it wasn't who I thought it was. There you go. But I got you on the list. Then we got, yeah, so that we cleaned that one up. All right, let's do another quick round here, and then we'll start seeing who's sticking around. And KI5TAQ Taco Tim, I did get you in there, Tim. It's KDSLG. I'm listening.
Kilo 8 Papa Julie Whiskey, K8PJW.
Alan, you got keyed up there somehow. KF5DA wave. Picked up Phil, K8PJW. Phil, you're on the list. All right, let's see who's sticking around to play trivia tonight and who's just here to say hi. This is KD8SLG with the Beaconette pre-show. Let's talk to Kelly. KC0LRM, this is KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, Kelly? I already know. Did you make it out there for your special treat yet or not? And are you sticking around tonight?
Hey, Nick, thanks for giving in there. No special treat yet. I am going to be sticking around. I just wanted to inform you that I am going to be changing my call sign. It's going to, here pretty soon, it's going to no longer be Kilo Charlie Zero Lima Romeo Mike. It's going to be Kilo Charlie Zero Larry Romeo Mike. So, that, back to you. See you at the shoulder.
All right there, Larry Romeo Mike. Everyone with an L in their call sign tonight. It's no longer Lima, it's Larry. All right, Callie. Oh, it's going to get crazy once you get out there for your special treat, isn't it? We're going to clear with KC0LRM, who is sticking around. Let's go to Nick in Suffield, Ohio. KF5ADE, KDSLG. You sticking around tonight, Nick?
Let's try that again. This is KF5ADE, and yes, I will be sticking around, but not on the RF, but on the Echolink. It's really sounded pretty bad, but I hope we're coming across okay. It sounds like we are coming across monitoring on the radio, and I was trying to do the opposite with the RF through my headset side. So, nonetheless, we're here, and we are going to be. Sandy will be in later on after a bit, and so don't put her in the log until she gets a chance to either I'll try adding her in through the blue screen or something else later where she tells me about it. So with that, KF5AD, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right there, Nick. Echolink's working much better than the radio, but make sure you turn that monitor off for next time because the echo is still going in my head. Thanks, Nick. I'll watch for Sandy on the dashboard. We're going to leave a KF5ADE. Let's go out and talk to Ray, K5CFY. Fine business today, Ray. How you doing? Are you sticking around tonight?
KD8EBC. No, wait a minute. This is KD8SLG. Good evening there, Nick. Good to hear you in there. Not much going on here. I want to say happy birthday to Nick at night there, and we'll definitely be hanging around. So get on down the list there, and we'll catch you later. K5CFY.
Fine business there, Ray. Fine business. You know, people call Dustin Nick all the time, but I rarely get called Dustin. Just thinking about that. All right, Ray, got you sticking around. We're going to clear with K5CFY. Let's go to Uncle Fred, KE8QFT, KD8SLG. How are you, Uncle Fred? You sticking around?
Yes, I'll be here, and happy birthday to the at night, Nick. Okay, KE8QFT, back to net control, or pre-net.
All right, Uncle Fred, I got you sticking around tonight. Good talking to you, man. Next up, we've got Andy, 88MO, KD8SLG. What up, Andy? And you sticking around for the big show?
KD8SLG from 88MO. Okay, I was wondering whose Nick's birthday it was, and I guess it is Nick at night. So Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I guess I'll stick around. Sounding good through 015. Then again, you're coming in on your own node, so I guess the trick will be how will Dustin sound coming through the repeater. Alrighty, I guess I'll save my content for the net, because that's probably what you want anyway. KD8SLG, this is AB8MO.
How'd you guess, Andy? I got you sticking around. Thanks, man. And as always, thanks for being my Echolink test on Wednesday mornings. Do appreciate it. Get it clear with the AB8MO. Let's talk to John, N8YMY. John, are you just here to say hi, or are you going to stay up with us tonight?
KD8SLG, N8YMY. Well, I don't know how I'm coming through. We are out in western Ohio, New Weston, Ohio, actually, out at the Eldora Speedway campgrounds. And with the mystery of Echolink right now, and I see a cell tower within my view. Hopefully it's a cell tower I'm talking off of, and I'm getting through. We're just going to look for a little while we got the campfire going. And hopefully we can still check in the morning and until enough people show up and steal all the cell service from the area, I probably won't be able to use Echolink anymore. So for right now, we are talking. So no, we're going to just be in and out, but we'll monitor for a little while and listen to you guys. So 7-3s, you guys have a good night tonight. N8YMY.
Echolink's treating you pretty good, John. That one's working really good for now, as you said. See how it goes when everybody else piles in there, huh? And they'll miss you in the morning if you're not there. You know that. Thanks for stopping by, John. We're going to clear with N8YMY. Let's go to Pete out in Oklahoma. N5 KBD, KD8SLG. Are you going to stick around and play trivia with us tonight, Pete? Okay, a couple local key ups there. I know that's not coming out of Oklahoma. N5 KBD, KD8SLG. Be out there, Pete. All right, sounds like someone's trying to punch in DTMF tone. Stop it, please. So much better. N5 KVD, Pete, one last time. All right, we're going to call Pete in and out. Let's go out to California and talk to my friend Rev Kev Maranatha. K6KJV, KD8SLG. Sticking around tonight, Rev.
Well, hello, Nick, and everyone else on the net, or should I say pre-net. Yes, you know, I'm sticking around. The clowns are here. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. Maranatha, K6KJV.
Like I always say, Kevin, if you don't like the clowns, don't join the circus. Always a pleasure to talk to you twice today, I think. K6KJV, KD8SLG, I got you sticking around. Let's talk to Chip out in Pennsylvania. N9KIW, KD8SLG. You guys stick around and play trivia tonight, Chip.
Yep, good evening to you and everyone on the net, and happy birthday to Nick at Night there, and yes, I will be sticking around for the net. So back to pre-net control from November 9, Kilo India Whiskey.
Fine business, Chip. I think I heard you on the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon as well. Glad you're sticking around tonight. All right, let's go back out to Oklahoma and talk to the guy in the belly of the beast, KI5DAY, KD8SLG. You want to try the other connection there, Alan? Go for it. And are you able to stick around, or you just want to say your piece now?
KI5DAY, how are you copying me right now, Nick?
I hear some background noise, but everything's fine. Go.
Well, it just happened. I keyed up. An airplane came to the end of the runway. I'm about 200 yards or so from the runway. There's an airplane taking off. Sorry about that. The hazards of the job that I have. But anyway, this is Alan, Alpha, Larry, Echo, November, hi, from Sperry, but I'm up here in Tulsa at American Airlines. Just thought I would check in and say howdy. I'll try to stick around. Just depends on if anything comes up or not. Trying to watch over on Rag now. KI5DAY, back to that.
All right, man, we'll keep you on the list, and Dustin will give you a holler later on. Hopefully you'll be available and not under some plane taking off. We're going to clear a KI5DAY. Let's talk to Fred, WA8KOC. It's been a long day, hasn't it, Fred? How you doing? You going to stick around? You just want to say hi tonight and get your ticket punched?
Well, Nick, I just dropped in to see what condition your condition was in. I'm going to say hello and goodbye. And KE8QKO, just Nick, happy birthday. You guys have a great net. It always sounds like it goes well. And I'll talk to you on the other side somewhere. Take good care of yourself, man. 7-3 to you and everybody else. KD8SLG in the pre-net. WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
Thanks for stopping by tonight, Fred. Fred is the Barometer Net NCO on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings here on the W8WKY at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. Stop by and see him sometime this morning. Good net this morning, too, by the way. Lots of check-ins. That's the Barometer Net, and this is the Beacon Net pre-show here on the W8WKY repeater. I'm KD8SLG, and next on the list we got Kent, WD5KCB. This is KD8SLG. Kent, how you doing tonight? Thanks for help on your call sign. Are you going to stick around and play trivia in 5 or 6 minutes with us? WD5KCB, sorry, somebody was keying up repeater on this side, but I did see Rackner key up. I think that's where you are. Want to try again, please, Ken? Nothing heard for now. Let's go out and talk to Taco Tim, see what he's up to tonight. KI5T8QKD8SLG. Taco Tim, how you doing? You sticking around tonight?
Well, good evening there, Just Nick. Yes, I'm sticking around tonight. And I'll just say happy birthday to Nick at night as well. So, with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, man. I got you in there. Taco Tim. Good to hear you, man. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ. Next on the list, we got K8PJW. Phil, you're up late tonight, man. What's going on in your world? And you going to stick around tonight, or are you just here to get your ticket punched and say hi?
KD8SLG, KAPTW. Good evening, Nick, and good evening to everyone on the pre-net. Great to hear everyone.
I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I'm going to hang in there and see if I can get to the trivia. Okay, PJW, back to the net.
Cool. Thanks, Phil. Got you on the list, sticking around. We're going to clear the KAPJW. It's a net now. KC8FQV, KDSLG. What's up, Mark? And are you going to stick around tonight?
Okay, Chef Q, that is the plan, to stick around. And, yeah, and you didn't get what you wanted done before the rain. I understand tomorrow it's going to be raining sometime. Who knows? But I did do my due diligence and got the rain pre-show stuff done. So, we'll stick around for the main show, KC8FQV.
Did you get a nap this afternoon, Mark? Was it this morning or yesterday morning when you said you were up all night?
But this morning when I checked into the net, into the barometer net, so then I did get some nappy time today. So I'll probably have a good sleep tonight. I hope I hear Jim in the morning. Jim's half hour is getting so full. So, KCFQV. But thanks for asking, Nick. Yeah, I got a little winky eyes. So, KCFQV, back to net control. That one was a little late coming in today to the Born and Breaker net. So, KCFQV, back it comes, Nick.
Well-placed node ID there. Jim manages his half hour pretty good in the mornings there, Mark. He's got a system much better than mine. Glad you got a nap in, Mark. We're going to do a KC8FQV. I got one more to check in with here before I hand it off. K4OG, the original gangsta. It's KD8SLG. How are you, Mark? You going to stick around tonight?
KD8SLG, K4OG. Let's make it a quickie, Nick.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, Mark. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I'd have a couple of nickels. All right, man. It's time. It's time. I'd like to thank everybody who checked in with me here on the pre-show. It was a good time. But it's time for Dustin to take over. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Light 'em up, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net and all traffic must pass through net control. All stations are welcome to check in. Take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks, so we ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is India 5, Yankee, Echo, Quebec, KI5, YEQ, John out of Georgetown, Texas.
KB8LJ, Kilo Bravo 8, Lima Juliet.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Tango Uniform, KF8, EGU, Adams, and New Franklin.
All right, we picked up 3 there. We have KI5, YEQ, John. We have KB8LJ, and we have KF8, ETU, Adam. What a good bunch there. Let's go back up here. Let's get our trivias, and let's run this list. Let's start with Mr. Lucy, WA8HRF. What do you have for us?
All right, KD8EPC, W8HRF. Tonight's main trivia question. Let's see. The following 4 movies were top-grossing films at the box office in 1977. Which one was the 3rd highest-grossing film at the box office that year? Your options are Alpha, Star Wars, Episode 1, if you needed clarification. Bravo, Close Encounters... Oh, my goodness, sorry. You know the Star Wars. Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Smokey and the Bandit, or Delta. Let's see, Saturday Night Chicken. Again, your main trivia. The following 4 movies were top-grossing films. They were the 4 top-grossing films at the box office in 1977. Which one of them was the 3rd highest-grossing film that year? Your options are Alpha, Star Wars, Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Charlie, Smokey and the Bandit, or Delta, Saturday Night Fever. I'll go ahead and get this posted in the blue screen. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks so much, Sir Josh. We're going to think about that for a while. Let's go over to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK for the alternate trivia. What do you have for us?
KD8EPC, K8YUK. Alternate trivia, which I have thoroughly researched, so I am less worried about it this time. Alt trivia, who was the first woman sentenced to die in the electric chair? Happy September, everybody. A, Martha M. Place, B, Lizzie Halliday, C, Maria Barbella, or D, Gruesome Gertie Cornwaldo Bean. Again, who was the first woman sentenced to die in the electric chair? A, Martha M. Place, B, Lizzie Halliday, C, Maria Barbella, or D, Gruesome Gertie Cornwaldo Bean. Good luck, everybody. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let me see here. I don't think I have any mobiles, so let's just start right at the top. KC0LRM. Kelly, good evening. How are you?
Oh, KD8EPC, KC0LRM. Hey, thanks for getting me in there. Let me go and give my answers before I forget. I think I'm going to go C on the first one, and I got to go D on the second one. Hope everybody's having a good day out there, and hope Alan and Larry are safe out there on the runway, and that's about all I got. I'll let you get on down the list there. It's pretty good, but everybody have a good one at 73.
C and B there, Kelly. We'll say 73. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great evening. All right, let's go down here to KF5ADE, Nickelodeon. Usually from Cibolo, but he's in Ohio. How you doing, Nickelodeon? Take it away.
Good evening, all, and yes, I went ahead and made sure the radio was turned off this time so we wouldn't have the echo chamber going. First, before and foremost, before I forget again for the 3rd or 4th time, happy birthday to Nick at Night, and it's interesting because he's one of the first ones that I spoke to and told me about the net, and when we came into Ohio, more than just several years ago, but at any rate, so happy birthday, Nick. And from this, Nick, we're going to go with, for trivia, Charlie and Charlie. Sandy will be coming in a little bit later, perhaps after bit. And once she gets her dishes, I guess she was telling me about dishes being done. So, and it looks like I'll be here through the month of September, so I'm looking forward to a visit at the club meeting at the toward the end of the month. So we're looking forward to that. So we'll be around till around the 1st of October. With that, we'll plan accordingly. KF5 AD Nickelodeon, back to net control.
Awesome for CNC, and I'll tell you, I think there's a club picnic coming up, maybe even this weekend. So either this or the next, you might want to look into that and see about coming to that too. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to go talk to Mr. Ray, K5 CFY. Great picture of the truck earlier there, Ray. How you doing?
K88 EPC in the net, K5 CFY. Fine business today there, Mr. Dustin, on the Portenberger net. You knocked it out of the park there. We appreciate it. You're doing the first hour there, and Mr. Net always does a great job on the keyboard. Anyway, let's see. I tell you what, I have no clue on these trivia, so I'm going to go with Delta and Bravo. Delta and Bravo. We'll catch you later. K5 CFY.
For Delta and Bravo, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for letting us do the first hour, and thanks for taking care of the second hour today. We'll say 73 to you for now. Next on the list is Tom K8 MNT, who is in and out, so we'll wave a hand at him, and that's going to bring me to the north end of Tropical Medina. We're going to talk to Uncle Fred, K8QFT. What's going on?
Well, I'm going to say trivia is Charlie and Bravo. C and B in that order. Oh boy, what's going on? I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, routine. Had to do blood work yesterday. And other than that, not much going on here. The Guardians won, and they're still in the playoff hunt. And the Browns start Sunday. The Browns start Sunday, and oh boy, we'll see how that goes. K8QFT. Back to net control.
Update there, and we'll have to get together one of these Browns games and drink a beer or two and watch the game. So we'll say 73 to you. And we're going to go to the land of snow and maple syrup now. Let's talk to Andy, AB8MO. Take it away. All right. All right. All right, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's try one more time. Let's try for Pete, N5KBD. Pete, are you out there? All right, I'm hearing nothing. Let me make sure I'm even making it in. K8SLG, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know. That was W8WKY RF keying up there. I don't know if Andy was trying to get in and just wasn't making it, or if something was interfering with that. And Pete wasn't there earlier, so I wanted to hold your breath for him. But I'd try Andy again. I think there may have just been some crossed RF signals there.
All right, very good there. I was going to switch over to the node if something was messed up, but I'm glad to hear it's working. Let's go try Andy again in the land of snow and maple syrup, AB8MO. If you're out there, take it away.
Okay. Well, I just about had a fight with the credit card company for locking me out umpteen times, and I'm not going to get into that. Let's see if I'm getting into, let's see, I'm going out on Allstar, and yeah, somebody's keying up. Am I getting through okay? KD8EPC, AB8MO.
Yeah, your audio is a little low, but you're making it through just fine.
All right, I'll speak up. All right, let's see here. For the trivia question, I will go with Star Wars. We'll go Alpha on Josh's, and for Lucy, how about, let's do Alpha and Alpha. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Alrighty. I'm tired of playing games here. I'll just throw back to you and I'll listen out. KD8EPC, this is AB8MO.
All right, Andy, glad to have you in there, my friend. We got you down for AA. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. That's going to bring me on over here to Valley Springs for the second time today. Rev Kev, K6KJV. Good evening, my friend. How are you, and what do you know?
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Dustin, for the handoff. I appreciate it. Hello to you, the rest of the crew, the youngins, and everyone else on the net. Oh, let's see. Did I say K6KJV? My senior elder moments are increasing. And so that should tell you what I know. Oh, not too much. Oh, something for there's some knuckleheads out there keying up or something. I don't know. They need to get a life or get a license and really get on ham radio. So, well, y'all know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say double D's, Delta, and Delta for my trivia answers. That's right, because you can never, ever go wrong with a Cornwaldo bean. Especially when one was falsely accused and executed. So there you go. Maranatha. God bless 73 to everyone, and back to net control from K6KJV.
All right there, Kevin. We got you out for double D's as is customary. Maranatha to you, my friend. We'll say 73, and then bring on over here to Chip, N9KIW. How you doing?
All right. Very good, Dustin. And I will go with Charlie M. Bravo. Charlie M. Bravo for my answers. Back to net from November 9, Kilo India Whiskey.
All right there, Chip. Good to hear you for the second time today. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. And we got you down for a C&B, and that's going to bring me on over here to Alan, KI5DAY, all day long. How are you, Alan? And are you feeding Larry plenty of Funyuns?
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee. Yeah, Larry's had his fill of Funyuns lately. And he even likes bugles now, the nacho cheese bugles. He argues a lot whether they're mine or they're not mine. You know, it's often the case. He often says that's nacho cheese, and I say it is. But anyway, it's a long story. But yeah, he's into the dad's root beer thing. He drinks all that up, and I rarely get a dad's root beer. I have to rely on my Dr. Pepper go-to, so it's all right, though. I'm going to choose B and D as my answers for the trivia because, man, I'm telling you, Gruesome Gertie was so ugly. She had little red circles all over her where everybody was touching her with 10-foot poles high. KI5, DAY, back to Nick.
All right there, Alan. Well, great to hear you tonight. We got you down for a Bravo and Delta there, and don't have too much fun as a big W. And good to hear you, man. It's been a while since we've gotten a chance to catch up there. So we'll say 73 for now, and that's going to bring me down here to WB5 KCB. Kent, how you doing?
Let's try that one more time here. WD5KCB. Kent, are you out there?
All right, nothing heard. This is KDEPC with the Beacon Net. Next on the list, we're gonna go chicken with Taco Tim. KI5TAQ. How you doing?
Well, I should say good evening there. This is KI5TAQ out here. And I, too, am out here at the Big W. Kind of like within spitting distance of Alan. And, of course, yeah, I had a third-party, I wouldn't say third-party traffic, just traffic. Trivia questions. I'm going to go with the main trivia, Charlie, and the alternate, Delta. And for someone like RevKev, I've been hearing that there may be some fires out there in California. So let's just hope they get those fires out for them. With that, this is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Great to hear you out there. We got you on for Charlie and Delta, and try not to have too much fun at the Big W. Let's go talk to Phil now, K8BJW. How you doing, Phil? It's been a while.
KD8EPC, KPTW. Good evening, Dustin. And good evening to all the Beacon netizens out there. Great to hear everyone. First of all, the trivia, I'm going to go with Charlie on the trivia. I did want to tell you that when we were out in Colorado, we took a train ride from Durango up to Silverton, and just about every one of the souvenir stores had these Squatch shirts. And they were like Squatch in the trees, Squatch doing this. But my favorite one was the Squatch was looking out of the trees, and on the bottom it says, I believe. And unfortunately, I didn't know your shirt size, or else I would have gotten you one. Anyway, had a good time out west. I'm glad to be back, and glad to be with my friends. So, headed back to you, Dustin. Have a great evening. This is KAPGW, back to the net.
All right there, Phil. We got you out for CNC, and those shirts sound fantastic there, for sure. It's always interesting to hear about your adventures and where you end up. So, we'll say 73. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. And that's going to bring me down to Northern Mark, KC8FQE. Take it away.
I didn't get really look at trivia. But I'm going to just say Charlie. I'll just say Charlie and Charlie tonight. Well, I know the one is Jane. Is it J-A-N-E, Jane Chapman. There's Jane Chapman for the electrocution or whatever. That'd be that one, and the other one would be Charlie for the movie. So I'll send it back your way, KCFQB.
All right, we got you down for CNC, and let's stick with the marks and go talk to Mark in the middle. K4OG, take it away.
KD8EPC, K4OG. Good evening, Dustin. Good to hear you again. Not much to report here other than I'm noticing there's a lack of chicken sounds. Nick's down on the farm. His chicken sounds are gone. Larry the chicken is silent, and man, I do miss that chicken. Never thought I would, but come back to us, Larry. The trivia questions, I'm going to go with DA. You all know what that stands for. I'm not going to repeat it. Can't remember how I got there, but I do remember the letters D and A. That's my picks, guys. K4OG, back to net.
All right there, Mark. Great to hear you, and you know what? We'll just say bagawk anyway, right? There you go. All right, let's move on down the list here and talk to John, KI5YEQ. How you doing? All right, one more time there, KI5YEQ. John, are you out there? All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to Chuck now. KV8LJ, how you doing?
W8WKY.
Hey, this is KB8LJ. Things going pretty well here tonight, and I'll be turning in a little bit. And so far as the trivia questions, I guess I'll go with B and B. The actual answers. I'm still playing around with my nuclear node. I've got it working nicely on wired Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi. And the only thing I'm kind of wondering about is that it doesn't have a very good attitude toward power failures. It doesn't seem to want to reboot after a power failure, and you go diddle it a little while, and it settles down and behaves nicely. I suspect that the reason that problem exists is because it is probably pretty messy to fix, or Jerry would have fixed it in his design. So this is KB8LJ, back to net.
All right there, Chuck. We got you down for B and B. And let's see here. I got to go check something. KD8SLG, did you have a comment there?
KD8EBC, this is KD8SLG. Just a little netiquette moment here. There was somebody else trying to punch in DTMF tones. If I'm hearing them, you're not doing it right, and don't do it during a net, please. Thank you. This public service announcement is brought to you from the desk of the Vice President of Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, KD8SLG.
All right, I'll be waiting for the memo in the mail. I can just imagine you've had a custom stamp made with a red ink on it from the desk of the Vice President. So there you go. We'll say 73. Chuck, have a great evening. And 73, thanks, Nick, for coming in there and giving that public service announcement. All right, let's go talk to Adam now. KF8ETU, how you doing?
I don't want to upset the Vice President. My answers to the trivia are Alpha and Beta. There's only a dirty thought in 1977, but Star Wars didn't do so well at the box office. So I hope everybody's having a good
there, Adam. Well, I heard you talking, but I couldn't really understand much of what you said. You were really, really noisy, but we appreciate you coming in there, and if you find a better spot and want to recheck, that'd be great. If not, we'll look forward to catching you on and down the log. All right, we're at the. We got one more here. We got your first answer of Alpha. We didn't get your second one, so if you want to try to recheck, feel free to recheck here in a minute. We're going to talk to Bob now, though. K88LYJ. How you doing, Bob?
KD8EPC and the net. This is K88LYJ. Good evening, Dustin. It was a really busy day today, and capped it off with covering an event at the Barberton Library, focusing on the origin and history of Barberton chicken, and we got to sample some afterwards. Speaking of chicken, I'd like to echo Mark's sentiments. Free Larry! Ba-gawk! Anyway, for my trivia answers, bed and breakfast. And I'll give it back to you, K88LYJ.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob, that Barberton-style chicken is nothing to begawk about, right? So it's good stuff. I enjoy it, and I'm glad to have you with us. And, yeah, long live Larry, the 3 L's. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you on down the log, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Let's go talk to Miss Sandy in Cibolo, KG5SYC. How you doing, and how you holding down the fort?
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net. We're doing good. We got solar panels pulled off the house today, and Friday we'll have it re-roofed, and then the house will be, I guess, functional from the top to the bottom. Don't know about anything in between because the windows still need some replacing, but which I guess that would be in the middle. But those are half of those are done, so I guess we're halfway there with the middle. But other than that, the two grandsons came over today and sit there and tried to wreak havoc with the house and have all the toys thrown out, and yeah, Oma didn't let them quite get their way. They got one thing out at a time, and then it got picked up before something else got pulled out a whole lot. So when they wanted to change things, then the other things got put away, which didn't make the 4-year-old tomorrow too happy because he wanted to go back, but that didn't happen. But he was good, and it worked out well. So, but we're doing good. But I logged in to your site in Ohio, and it was terrible. And the spouse sit there and said to go through Oklahoma, which seems to be a little bit better. So there you go. As far as trivia, how about repeating those questions for me, please? KG5SYC.
Well, I'll tell you what, I suppose we can put our trivia masters to work real quick here, and we paid them plenty of zeros anyway. So, W8HRF, would you mind me reading us the main trivia, please?
KD8EPC, W8HRF. All right, tonight's main trivia question is, the following 4 movies were the top 4, they were the top grossing films at the box office in 1977. Which one was the 3rd highest grossing that year? Your options are Alpha, Star Wars; Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind; Charlie, Smokey and the Bandit; or Delta, Saturday Night Chicken. Again, tonight's main trivia question. The following 4 movies were the top grossing films at the box office in 1977. Which one of them was the 3rd highest grossing film at the box office that year? Your options are Alpha, Star Wars; Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Charlie, Smokey and the Bandit, or Delta, Saturday Night Fever. Go ahead and I'll post this again on the blue screen, KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. Now let's go to Lucy, K8YUK. Would you mind rereading us the alternate trivia?
I got distracted by an ice cream bar. All trivia. Who was the first woman sentenced to die in the electric chair? A. Martha M. Place. B. Lizzie Halliday. C. Maria Barbella. Or D. Gruesome Gertie Cornwaldo Bean. Again, who was the first woman sentenced to die in the electric chair? A. Martha M. Place. B. Lizzie Halliday. C. Maria Barbella. Or D. Gruesome Gertie Cornwaldo Bean. Back to you, Dustin, K8YUK.
All right, thanks so much, Miss Lucy. Let's go down to Miss Sandy now, KG5SYC. Take it away.
W8WKY.
This is KG5SYC, and back to you. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll go with C for because that's where I'm at. And then we're going to go with A because that's my mantra, always right. So there you go. We have the C for Cibolo and A for always right. And back to you. This is KG5SYC.
All right, Miss Sandy, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great evening. We got you on for Charlie and Alpha. This is KD8EPC with the Beaconette. We're at the bottom of the list as it stands, and we're ready for some more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5 RPG, Shannon and Tulsa.
I'll take them one at a time. KC5 Real Big Guns, my good friend Shannon. How you doing?
Howdy there, Dustin. Well, other than sneezing my head off, had a productive night. Amanda's daughter came over tonight, and she really loves to have smoked meat. And so I was like, well, I got power back in my den now, which means I have power back on my back porch again, which means I can run my smoker again. And so I said, but, you know, it's been out for quite some time now, and so to get it up and running, it's going to take a good cleaning. And I said, so, you know, if you want to come over and do that, I said, the sooner it's cleaned, the sooner we can start deciding what we're going to cook. So she came over and did an awesome job cleaning it. So I plan on keeping my part of the bargain. I told her just bring me whatever cut she wants, and I'll smoke it up for her. So that's where we're at. But yeah, she came over. She probably worked on that thing for 2 hours, and I was proud of her. She didn't give up. She was like, was actually having some fun doing it. So, of course, I think she, you know, like any other kid, she enjoys getting messy. So when she left, she had grease everywhere, you know, and not just some grease, but some old, smoky, very well smoked grease. So totally black. And yeah, had that all over. So Fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. Kilo Charlie 5. Real big guns. God bless in 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, I'm glad you got the smoker cleaned up there. That's always good. I need to smoke some stuff in the one I got from Uncle Fred here real soon. So there you go. We're going to say 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list as it stands, and we're looking for some more check-ins before we go talk to the net control team. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go up here. Let's talk to the net control team. We might wrap this thing up early tonight. Katie SLG, take it away.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Hey, Dustin and all the Beacon netizens. Mr. Greenlee was just chirping. I don't know if that makes it through or not. You guys got to tell me if you ever hear the bird. Oh, I answered earlier. I don't even remember what my answers were. What were they? C&B, Charlie and Bravo. That's me. I grew some Gertie. I just have to take a moment and say that. Anyway, it's been a day, so no complaints here, if that makes any sense. Picnic on Sunday. Hope to see a couple of you there, if not a bunch of you. Should be a good time. And Nico, I don't know if I responded to your text or ever finished that. I've gotten wrapped up. I'll get back to you in a minute or two there. Happy birthday, Nick at Night, by the way. Happy birthday, Nick at Night. That's it, man. Keep it rolling here, Dustin. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thanks so much there, Nick, and we'll try to make the picnic, but we got to work, so no promises there. Let's go over to the birthday boy, Nick at Night. Happy birthday. Take it away.
KEQQ. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Nick, and thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Okay, my answers for the trivia. I'm going to go with Bravo and Alpha. See how that works out for me. And yeah, enjoying a good day. Kind of sitting here and doing some time with the family, time with the boy. Thought I was going to spend time with the boy. He appreciates it. I appreciate it. So that's what I'm up to today. So anyway, yeah, Nick, respond to my text. If that doesn't work, I can always bring something else. But yeah, I totally forgot about the picnic this Saturday until Dustin mentioned it. So thank you, Dustin. And yeah, always happy to come out to a picnic and have a good time. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. KE8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, hopefully maybe I can get somebody to come in a little early for me so I can attend the picnic, but we'll see what happens there. All right, let's go to W8HRF. Josh, give us your comments and just give us the trivia answer.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Oh, man, let's see, comments. It's been a pretty good week. Had a good long weekend. Didn't get as much done as I was hoping, but I don't know, maybe my list was unrealistic. Been plugging along this week in the evenings trying to get more of it done. I've been surprised. So I put up a grape trellis for Lucy, which it's literally just 2 sticks in the ground with wire in between, right? So you'd think it would be very easy to do, but it's, what was it, 2 4x4s, 2 8-foot 4x4s. You drill 2 holes in it, you put a couple eyelets in it, and a tensioner, and some wire I had laying around. Actually, wire that I had gotten from the last little mini hamfest the Sarah Club did. Somebody brought in just a bunch of random wire from an electric fence, and I was not going to be taking that, and Lucy took it, and now, like, a year later, we found a use for it, and it's for grape trellis. So, but it's taken 2 evenings plus a lot of Sunday. That was, so yeah, 2 sticks in the ground. It takes longer than I expected. So that's my story for tonight. I'm gonna let it drop and read main trivia. My answer for Lucy's question, by the way, is Delta. Delta. I have to say gruesome Gertie. Anyways, tonight's main trivia question. The following four movies were the top grossing films at the box office in 1977. Which one was the third highest grossing that year? Your options were Star Wars, Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Charlie, Smokey and the Bandit, or Delta, Saturday Night Chicken. The answer was Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That was the third highest grossing film. So in order, Star Wars was the highest grossing film and one of the most financially successful films of all time, obviously. It originally had a budget of $11 million, and it earned $22 million at the box office. That's before all the re-releases and everything. But Smokey and the Bandit was a sleeper hit, but it became the second highest grossing film of 1977. With an original budget of $5.3 million, it was cut $1 million 2 days before initial production, down to $4.3 million. The film eventually grossed nearly $127 million in North America. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was kind of the inspiration for the question. Let's see, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I was just kind of surprised. Smokey and the Bandit beat out a Spielberg film. That was kind of cool. Anyways, it was the most successful Columbia picture of that time, at that time, but it was their third highest grossing film of the year. Had a budget of $19.4 million, grossed about $116 million at the box office, and Saturday Night Chicken had a budget of $3.5 million and came in fourth at about $94 million at the box office. So there you have it. The answer was Bravo, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. KD8EPC, W8HRF, 7-3 all.
All right, thanks again there for doing the main trivia, Josh. Really appreciate it, and that was a good one there. Let's go over to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK. Give us your comments, Miss Lucy, then drop and give us the alternate trivia answers.
KD8EPC and the net, K8YUK. First and foremost, thank you to Dustin, Nick, and everyone on the net control team, and all of our participants for having this net. Honest to goodness, if it were not for the Beacon net, I don't know if I would have gotten my license and been as involved as I am. You guys make it fun to be involved. You make it fun to get your license. You make it fun to increase your license and learn more and get more involved with the hobby and more involved with the people who are in the hobby. And I think it's absolutely vital for newbies like me to have so much fun on the airwaves. So thank you so much for sticking it out, even when there are people who do not understand the humor or don't like leaving well enough alone. I, for one, am very, very grateful for all that you guys do, because it is what is giving this hobby life and expanding it to the future. So thank you very much for that. 2 cents. The kids are doing better, thanks be to God. Will had a fever over the weekend, which was pretty scary for me, but he seems to be doing much, much better, back to his regular self. Hopefully that means he will actually sleep in his crib instead of on me, because that means I will be able to sleep in my bed instead of in the recliner chair. I am so tired of sleeping in the recliner. What else did we do? Josh put up the grape chalice, which has been very, very nice. Absolutely very generous of him to spend his time doing that. Very grateful for that. And the grapes look like normal grapes now, which is great. I washed the bus today. I don't remember what else I did. We ran a couple errands, me, Betty, and Will, and we're getting better at using the bus and getting in and out of it, and we're getting into a rhythm, and it's pretty nice. That's pretty much it for my traffic. I will let it drop and read off alternate trivia. K8YUK returning. Okay. Alternate trivia for tonight. Who is the first woman sentenced to die in the electric chair? A. Martha M. Place. B. Lizzie Halliday. C. Maria Barbella. Or D. Gruesome Gertie Cornwaldo Bean. The answer was B. Bravo. Lizzie Halliday was born in Ireland, but her family moved to the U.S. when she was young. She married a New York man in 1879, but he died in 1881. She then married Artemis Brewer, who died less than a year later. Her third husband left her within their first year of marriage. Husband number 4 reported a failed murder attempt when Lizzie allegedly put arsenic in his tea, and Lizzie fled to Vermont. There she married number 5, but vanished 2 weeks later. She reappeared in Philadelphia in 1888 and set up a shop, but was later convicted of arson for insurance money and was sentenced to 2 years at the Eastern State Penitentiary. In 1889, she married husband number 6, a twice-widowed 70-year-old farmer, Paul Halliday, who lived with his sons. Halliday allegedly described their marriage marred by Lizzie's sporadic, quote-unquote, spells of insanity, end quote, which is believable since their house and barn burned to the ground within 2 years. The house fire killed Halliday's disabled son, which further cast the blame towards Lizzie, as she was known to have disliked that son. She also attempted to run off with another man, who would have been number 7, but was arrested, sent to 2 asylums, and eventually declared cured and was released back to Halliday. Unfortunately, Halliday disappeared that August under suspicious circumstances, and a search warrant obtained in September found, not Paul, instead the body of 2 women. They were found buried in the hay in the barn. They were members of the family that Lizzie had stayed with while in Philadelphia. Lizzie was questioned, and upon showing erratic behavior, she was kept in custody. A few days after the women were found, her husband's body was discovered under the house floorboards. All of them had been shot. Lizzie was charged with the murders and held for trial, but caused many, many problems, drawing national attention. She was convicted of the murders of the women in 1894 and became the first woman sentenced to death by electrocution. But the governor commuted her sentence to life in a mental institution after she was declared insane. I'm not done yet. I'm going to let it drop. K8YUK returning. For the last time, I promise. This story is just bonkers. She became a model patient in the mental hospital, but was deeply upset when her favorite attendant mentioned plans of leaving the hospital. So Lizzie killed her by stabbing her 200 times with a pair of scissors in 1906. She died of Bright's disease in 1918 after spending nearly half her life in the asylum. The other women in the options are also connected to the electric chair, despite not being the correct answer. Martha M. Place was the first woman who did, in fact, die in the electric chair after being convicted of murdering her 17-year-old stepdaughter in 1899. Maria Barbella was also sentenced to die in the chair in 1895, but her sentence was overturned on appeal. Unlike Lizzie, her freedom was actually a good thing. Maria made headlines after her release for rescuing a neighbor. Somehow the neighbor had caught herself on fire, and Maria took a blanket and beat out the fire with her hands, saving the woman. According to limited records, she went on to live a normal family life. Finally, Gruesome Gertie may not be a Cornwaldo bean, but that was a nickname for the Louisiana electric chair. So, this is a very full alternate trivia. I don't know if we can say it was enjoyable, but it certainly was informative. Goodness gracious. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well. KYUK to KDDPC. God bless everybody.
All right. Thanks so much, sir, Miss Lucy, for doing another wonderful alternate trivia. We really do appreciate it. So we're going to say 73 to you. That brings us to the bottom of the list. This is KDDPC with the Beacon Net. We're going to make one more call here for check-ins. Any stations waiting to check in, please call now.
Alpha India 5, Quebec AI 5Q.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Zulu Delta.
All right, we picked up 2 there. We got AI5Q Ajeris. And let's see, let's wait for the logger. There it is. KF8AZD. Looks like Jeffrey. So let's start with Jairus, AI5Q. What's going on, man? Take it away.
Oh, good evening, Dustin. I just kind of been listening along a little bit and working on a few things on the side. Not for work, just for personal gain. And had a decent day at work. Towards the end of the day, about 4 o'clock, my boss came in and said, hey, the COO wants us rather to try and re-rate a piece of equipment and see if we can get a higher pressure out of it and blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. I said, already done. And he kind of looked at me quizzically. I said, yeah, I took care of that back in April. It's a no-go. We're going to have to get a new one. It costs $78,245. I got a quote for the rebuild. Here, I'll forward you the email. He just kind of looked at me and was like, nice job. Way to be ahead of the game, right? And then the next thing he asked me was, hey, what was that guy that you said I needed to contact about? And I said, I took care of that today. And he goes, wait, what? What are you even talking about? I said, yeah, you wanted me to come up with a name and attorney and see if we could get the continuing education credits or professional development hours for our PE licenses for the last two events we attended for the MidCon Gas Processors Association. And he just looked at me and he goes, man, we spend way too much time together. So my day ended on a high note. I wowed my boss 2 times in a row and left on a high note. So there you go. Sorry I didn't get to attempt to answer the trivia questions, but the stories were very good, especially Lucy's. I know by how she asked the question that the answer would not be the first person to be executed, but the first person to be sentenced to it, just based on the verbiage she used to ask the question. But very interesting. Good net, and back to you.
Man, the alligator just about got you there, Jairus. Good things happening there at work, it sounds like, and glad you already were 10 steps ahead of them, so there you go. We'll say 73, and we're going to go down here to KF8AZD. Take it away. All right there. I heard bits and pieces of what you said, but you were just barely making the repeater. You were kept dropping out, and I only heard a little bit of what you said, but I did hear you. Sometimes you just got to find just the right spot to get in there. Maybe a step to the left or right may have been a little bit better. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you. We're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet, and this is the last and final call for check-ins. Any other last-minute stations, please call now. All right, nothing else heard. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. Don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple hours. Switch net controls at the top of the hour and welcome rechecks. With that, you've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73 all y'all. The gawk.